Stone.
Continue.
You should definitely watch this anime called Dr. Stone, and it's I should send you a link to Crunchyroll is where I watch all my anime, and they got a pretty good list of anime. So this guy is what happens is the entire Earth gets turned into stone.
Whoa.
And within the first episode is this super smart guy is basically a science like wizard. Okay. And then he's the first one to get revived. And then he basically
equals MC squared.
Yeah, right. He basically comes out of his like petrification.
Okay.
And everybody in the world's petrified at this point, right? So he's the only one alive. So he has to basically survive, think about how to revive everybody, and starts reviving people. But he accidentally revives this badass fighter who he's apparently a high schooler. Okay,
he looks like Ryu, that fighter. This guy right here.
No, he's not there. He looks up more, up, go up. Oh, down. Look at both their faces. They go against each other.
This one.
No, that's his father.
Oh, that's his father.
Yeah. No, go down.
Oh, whatever. It's okay.
It doesn't matter. But this character actually believes that the whole world is messed up because of the older folks. So he decides to say we select who we get to revive. Versus this guy, he's science. These guys, no, they are together. This science guy, he has to basically bring out science out again of like, you know, all the, because basically he's like, if we lost Atlantis, and he's the only guy who's out of knowledge of Atlantis, right?
Yeah.
So he like basically what's really great though is he shows all these inventions using everyday things that you see in nature. And they talk about how they do it in the episode of the anime.
Oh, I love that.
Exactly. So if we had like animation or even just stories that we did, but there's always like, you know, things to learn. Like, so he basically describes science. He builds like water wheels. They build this, you know, I don't give.
Well, anyways, we're like, now it's a commercial for Dr. Stone, but
yeah. But what I want to say is it's a really good way to actually, you know, for us to think about this is, you know, as we're telling our story, right in the dome, like we are characters, and the play shops are like, you know, because I was thinking he has a mission, and because he has a mission, he goes through all these steps. And so if we give the kids a mission, and then a mission to like, hey, you know, we have to conquer something. I don't know what it is yet. Like a strong tension building, right?
I mean, ultimately, we can still go back to our story, Charlie, of the shadows of the, you know, the crystals. Okay. The crystals are, remember we can allude to that in a few ways, and especially the teenagers, we can be like, yo, because they already talk about this, because at the end of the day, Charlie, if we don't proactively,
we can say 440, then we can talk about the 440 hertz.
Yeah,
and how that's disharmonic.
We could talk about all of that. You know, the thing is, Charlie, if we don't lean in proactively, then the default is that they start believing in like these like reptilians and like other mythologies that are like, they're gonna lean into that, because it's, how do you explain the incredible amount of corruption, greed, evil? How do you explain it? The only way, eventually, what starts to happen is you start to believe the most craziest shit. You know?
Yeah. So,
automatic.
Right. So what I'm saying is like,
so the 440, but also like we can kind of brain a heartstorm on this more, and everybody who listens to this is like contemplating like whether it's like the church or the political systems or the gas companies, the oil companies, all these different things. Those are just shadows. Those are the dark skulls. Right? They've lost their lightness. So a part of us like training here, and all the kids training, and we are training too, and we have to be able to teach it. So we have to train in it too, is us like recognizing that how do you bring light back to those dark crystals, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Because that way we're not fighting something, we're actually bringing light to it, you know?
Yeah, right. I mean, it's the remembering, right? By passing on information, it's like passing on light, right? And that's what the skull's concept is when you start getting your own skull. Yeah.
Okay, so let's jump into it, because everybody's gonna be watching this, and you know, nobody has attention to like stay for these things long, dude.
Yeah.
I even doubt anybody even watch. I even wonder if anybody watches the videos. They probably like skip to any point and they're like, whatever, this is whatever. But who knows?
Good in the future. Yeah.
I'm just being like pessimistic about it because you don't know, right? And like unless people like give you feedback or write or like make a comment, you know, like, hey, this was great or I like this. You don't know if anybody's even paying attention.
Well, it's for posterity's sake, because in the future, when people ask us, how'd you guys come up with all this? I'm like, here you go, watch these. And it could build up from there, you know, like this is meant to be like in all, you know, past time.
Yeah, but anyways, I just like hanging out with my bro here. This is the best thing right here. And then, oh my God, Tizzle's in the house too. So,
yes.
Oh, nice. Came out of nowhere. Nice. Holla.
You got a good spot to park, right? That's why she's joining.
Yo, so a couple of things I want to bring up real quick so everybody knows. I made 2 forms. I made a cosmic facilitator form and I made a cosmic collaborator form, right? The cosmic facilitator form is something we can all share for anybody who's looking to who wants to teach, who wants to like facilitate. Maybe their facilitation is just being a cosplay as a cosplay character of their highest form, higher self at the and they just want to be like a mentor, they just want to float and they want to like just be another adult body to embody adult embody. They can be an adult embodiment of their inner child, right? And or they can actually facilitate a play shop or collaborate with some other facilitators that facilitate a play shop, right? And then the other thing is this cosmic collaborator, which is, you know, right here, Charlie, I wrote, and Tizzle, I wrote, are you a business, local farmer, grassroots organization, or entrepreneur that sees the benefit of supporting and inspiring the youth? Do you recognize that creative collaboration like this event may lead to opportunities unforeseen because of the intent and focus to care for ourselves and the community? We can change that, evolve that, if you guys have ideas, but the point is that this is also another way to share with any business or farmer or urban farming or grassroots organization, whatever, conscious entrepreneur, to want to support, be involved, donate, whatever, however they want to be involved.
Yeah. Sounds good. Nice.
So we got forms, right? And if we want to add things to these forms, I mean, I'll throw this at you now because we can just go through this real quick. The 3 questions I listed was, why do you care about the youth in our community? That's like a short form answer. What kind of entity are you? Small business, local entrepreneur, grassroots organization, local farmer, urban, rural, etc., large scale corporation. Other, right? And then the 3rd question, how do you envision supporting this SOILstice camp? So what do you guys think about those? Anything I should change or add? Tizzle says good. You want me to pin me, Charlie?
Yeah, we can do it later. Let me think about it more. Give me more time.
Okay, cool. And then the other, for the cosmic facilitator, I said, are you a teacher that wants to share the power of magic, alchemy, vibrations, elements, mythology, spirituality, and science, and other topics that public schools will not allow? What do you think, Tizzle? Is that direct enough?
That all schools will not allow, not just public schools.
That all schools.
That no schools will allow.
Definitely the all schools.
Yeah.
For sure.
We all
Unless
know
you're an
that.
alternative school, you know, but like,
Yeah.
excellent verbiage.
Yeah, and you guys like that magic, alchemy, vibrations, elements, mythology, spirituality, and science? Is that flow, or should I start with spirituality and science?
Start with spirituality and science. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Science, magic, right? Alchemy.
Yeah.
How about elemental wisdom? That's better, right?
I mean, that's an alchemy, basically.
So I can basically put that together. I do elemental wisdom, right?
Yeah. Well, wisdom is just knowledge.
Huh?
That's just like having knowledge and information, but then because the other one, alchemy, is actually manipulating the elements and manipulating, like doing work with it, you know. So it's a more active.
How about this? Elemental wisdom, alchemy, and magic. How about that?
Yeah.
Mythology and other topics, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, this looks way better. Are you a teacher that wants to share the power of spirituality and science, vibrations, elemental wisdom, alchemy and magic, mythology, and other topics that all schools will not allow? See? See or no?
I love it. Sign me up. I'm already signed up.
If Miss Tizzle says it's good, man, I don't think we can argue with that, Charlie.
Yes, I'm good with that.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so here are the questions. What is your superpower? Okay. What is your astrology? Whatever you know, in parentheses, whatever you know, because everybody has different, right? Right, Charlie?
Mm-hmm.
What element would you love to facilitate in? Fire, water, air, earth, all, the fifth element.
You should make that a checkbox instead.
Oh, checkbox one.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
So we know everything.
Hey, it's Mick at the house.
What's up, Mick?
I'm in the house. Yeah, I'm walking around with the phone. I don't want the battery to die, so I'll turn on video at intermissions here.
Mick, you gotta make your phone piezoelectric, so while you're walking, you're charging it.
Yeah, right. I know.
You know? Well, that's another patent, Charlie. Let's put that on the list.
Yes.
Wait, I was gonna say, does that exist already?
No, don't worry. Cosmic Labyrinth's gonna make that shit.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yo.
But you
As
gotta
much as
find
I
it. You gotta go in
forgot-
the labyrinth to get access to it. That's the thing. Yeah.
I love this.
All right. So Mick, just to bring you up to speed, I made two forms. One form is the Cosmic Collaborator form, which is for local businesses, farming, grassroots organizations, whatever, anybody who we see that could be a potential sponsor, producer, whatever on this collaborator. And then we can just send this to them to fill this out and get a percent. And then the other one is a Cosmic Facilitator form.
Perfect. Oh, this is nice. Fire, water. Yeah. I heard you reading off the list. Okay. All, the fifth element. Okay, nice.
And then also, so you guys, is this one cool? Are everybody good with this element? What element would you love to facilitate in? That's good?
Yeah.
All right. Now which checkbox makes more sense, Charlie, because people can put more than one. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question is, what experience do you have working, teaching, facilitating, nurturing youth? Share any links, please. Cool?
Yeah.
And then the last question is, would you like to join the weekly, not mandatory virtual calls to plan the camp? Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
That looks good.
Cool. And that's it.
I mean,
So-
yes, no, maybe will probably that would be probably a radio button.
I think it would be nice to add too, like say for example, if I send this to, I will be sending it to my friend Gwenna, but if while Gwenna is filling it out and she's like, oh, this person would also be good, there should be a section where
Ooh.
the cosmic facilitator people, if they think of anybody, they can drop that in, and then maybe we can reach out just so that the Cosmic Labyrinth network expands. Obviously, they get vetted or they have to fill out something too, the same form. But if they were able to provide us with suggestions on more people, I think that would be helpful. I don't know, throwing it out there.
How do you think I should go with that, guys? Should I have a question, or should I or should I put a paragraph and just be
it should be a paragraph so they can just write whatever. That's or short answer thing. This is, they're just, will be writing names of people, or
I mean, it could be even someone's Instagram or someone's website, name and some way to contact them, or to see why they should be a part of it. And then I don't know if you want to know how they were referred, what Cosmic Labyrinth member did you hear about us from, so that we get a tally, or we have awareness of I don't know if that matters. I just know who are you referred by is sometimes option
Yeah.
when you're brought to a new group. Yeah.
Right. What star cluster were you referred from?
I like that. What star cluster?
Were you referred?
Right? Cool. What star cluster referred by? How did you come about wanting to join the CL? I think Tizzle, this is more important. The one that you're talking about, like referring, you literally could share the URL for this. It's just a form. And I'll share, and on the WhatsApp, I'll share the short URL so you guys can share that wherever you want. In fact, Charlie, as we get the DAO set up with this too, this could be one of the things that, like, let's say Tizzle refers somebody and then Tizzle, they were like, oh, Tizzle referred me, right? We can start giving people cryptocurrency, like rewarding them with currency for bringing people here. Like we can actually start doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. So we got these two things down. Feel good. Thank you guys. I'll send this. If you have any ideas, meditate on it, blah, 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 blah. That's one of the things I wanted to bring up with everyone. You guys got any updates or feedback, or Charlie, got anything you want to hit on?
Nope, not at the moment.
This is dope.
Yeah.
So these two links go to the forms.
Okay. Well,
Right.
Do we get their email? Well, do we get a way to contact them?
I think when they fill out the form, they have to have an email with it.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Right. But I can add that. But whatever.
I just want to make sure we capture their information. I mean, like contact them so we can talk to them.
That's funny you say that, because I did not put in there what what is all your social media stuff, right? What is,
yeah, or how can we get in contact with you? I mean, oh, okay. Is that a thing teachers have?
the best way to contact you? What? How do I make it come down? Oh shit. What's the best way to contact you? What are your digital avatars? How's that?
That's two questions.
Answer both.
give them 2 boxes.
I feel like if we make this more complicated, we could weed out the idiots, you know?
Yeah. Yes, true. The ones that won't make it past the first day.
Like, how do you weed out the people who just are incompetent, you know? They think they're more competent than they are.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, at this point, you guys understand what I'm saying. Like, we've been around the block enough to recognize that people think way higher of themselves than they often are, you know? And us included.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, I can do that. I'm that person.
At least if they're willing to answer all those questions, they're willing to at least go the mile, right? We should also email the people we have on our website. We've gathered a few parents too, who are interested in.
Oh. Yeah, we should. I wonder if we should what we should have invite a parent, some sort of council, right? We should have a council of parents that they're the advisory. They're kind of like one of the advisory boards. We have a youth council, and then we can have a parent council. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea, because unless we're parents, there's things that we don't pick up about kids. So we definitely,
totally. Yeah, what do you think about that, Mick?
Oh yes, I was interacting with with people around here. But yes, I heard half of that. Yes, I agree that we should definitely have something with a council of parents going forward.
What's a good number in your mind for that? Like
like a minimum, you mean?
Yeah.
Or, yeah. I mean, I don't think we should have any less than 3.
Yeah.
You know.
Cool. So we can aim for 3. What can I invite everybody who's listening to this and y'all that are here to think about 3 parents to ask? Because we probably will only get one of them, maybe. Attrition rate,
right.
You know?
I have a parent, so Momo or Monique, she's Moon Mama, Monique Ruffin on Instagram. We've been talking about alternative school creation. She's an astrologer. She reads people. She's an intuitive. Her son is on the spectrum, and she's desperate for this because she knows the superpowers that her son has, but it's so frustrating for her when she goes into these IEPs and they're talking she just doesn't get this, and she's she has to always contain herself in the meeting, so not to get pegged with the angry Black woman syndrome, and to further perpetuate the energy that he's already experiencing being in these public schools. She's already on board. She's not always available on Sundays because she sees clients, but I know that she's a parent. If I ask her to be a counsel, is there going to be a counsel forum, or would it be the cosmic collaborator or the cosmic?
I think that it's kind of approaching it. For better or worse, the way corporations do it, as lame as they are, they do have these wonderful structures, right? That are kind of permaculture in some ways, but they're not sacred enough. But having a board of advisors is a different responsibility. So they'd have their own set of response. They can actually figure out themselves too, which is fine too, right? Mark from the Vortex Dome, who's supporting us with this. I can see him being a parent because he's a single dad, right? And so, but he even messaged me. He's like, "Oh, these Sundays are hard for him to do, but he gave me a couple other times that would work for him as a parent." And I'm like, "Oh, as Tizzle, you're saying this, maybe they could figure out their own configuration constellation to meet, and then they could send a representative to speak with us when we're doing our things, and vice versa. We could send somebody or a couple of us to speak to them, right? So we don't always have to all be meeting at the same time."
Yeah, I'll send her a message after our meeting today, and then have her circle back to. Would it be best to have her go to the WhatsApp?
I would actually recommend that she does encourage anybody who wants to be involved in that way, do heavy research. Be look at the website, go to the YouTube, watch the different things. If they don't know what we've done and what we're about, what our energy is about.
She's seen all of it. I've shared all of it with her.
Then we're gonna send her.
I'll tell her.
So we'll send her a quiz, and then she can if she answers at 90% and above, then. What's mixed spirit animal? What's mixed spirit animal?
Right.
In episode 3, what was the flower that Charlie said he was like?
That's pretty good.
That's awesome. Okay, we'll get to that eventually, right, Charlie?
Yes.
Yeah, because a part of I also see as I'm learning about this DAO, I've been reading a lot and listening to a lot of podcasts just so so we have more of grounding with that. One of the cool things is whenever let's say somebody comes on to be a board member or a parent council or a youth council, we actually could reward them with cryptocurrency, right, for doing that. And it could just be literally heart coins that we invent, right? Not even complicated. But really, it's just also they start to feel oh my God, this is a commitment, I'm getting something. I got to show up with something, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good.
So if it's gamified and they earn it, if they have to, I mean, I joke about answering a question, but maybe it is. What if we have them watch Trinity's rock painting thing and be what is something you learned from that,
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all heard of Experienceify?
Which one?
Experienceify.
Experienceify. No.
It's so I took a class with the Cosmic Gatekeepers when I was cosmic, at I'm all about. But I took a class with a group called the Cosmic Gatekeepers. Oh no E at the beginning. My bad.
Wait, no.
It was the second one on that page. Yeah. It's a gamified online course platform, and it's so dope because you can be given assignments and you get points every time you complete things that are on it, and you can check people's progress and all that other stuff. But it made it so engaging and so fun to participate in. Like when you have that gamer mentality and you're just like, yes, I got a point just for watching that breathwork video. Awesome. And then you can make comments. It's really dope. Yeah.
Cool. Charlie, we got to do some, look into this, huh?
Yeah.
But this is basically what DAO is too, right? But if you can connect it to an operating system, it makes it so much easier. You don't have to you don't have to program, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, have we like considered what wallet? I remember we talked about this with was Jennifer last time?
Yeah,
or
Jackie.
Yeah.
Jackie.
Or it was Jackie. Oh, Jackie. Yeah. Like what wallet we were going to use for the crypto that we're using and giving out and all that. Have you guys talked about that? I mean, honestly, I don't know enough to really chime in on it.
Oh man, we're relying on you, Mick.
Dang it.
I thought you were the tech guy. What the
Certain
heck?
types of tech. I just don't know much about crypto yet.
So this is the one that she referred to, and it's you don't have to code and you don't have to build anything. They basically and they're connected to Polygon, so like they have some like plugs to plug into Ethereum, but it's like one of those things like if you build the momentum, then they're like, oh yeah, you could definitely, we'll give, we could like even grant you Ethereum to get involved with it, right? So it's like has a window towards that, but this is kind of like, it's like, I was looking into this and it's kind of like having like a Reddit group or like more like a Slack. It's like connecting Slack and crypto. That makes sense.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, what's really interesting with crypto, it really just mean digital money that is connected to a network of people. Yes. And that's what's really interesting, because we no longer are going to have like one money to rule them all, but everyone has money, and the group actually creates value behind that, right? Yeah. So you could be the one where it's all about like, adding value by like reducing coins over time, or you could do it by like, we're abundance too. So there's really interesting ways to be playing around the crypto space. So
yeah, and if we use something like this, we can like just get going, and like experiment from there, and then we can always evolve or change or adapt, or essentially though, like Charlie and I have talked about this for a while. Like, I mean, the best thing for us would be eventually to have like our own way to like create some sort of bartering system from all of this, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And connect that to co-living, farming, right? All that stuff. So, but this is cool. So I encourage checking out Upstream. I mean, I would love if you guys. I'm not ready to reach out yet to the guys who own this, but like when you guys have some questions or doubts or whatever, like let me know about if you have anything about this, so then I can ask that question to them when I speak with them. And I'll probably go with Jackie too, because she has more knowledge too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a wise plan. Cool.
What's the URL to that again?
Which one? The Experienceify?
No, the one you were looking at just now.
It's here, I'll share it. It's upstreamapp.com.
Oh, cool.
Cool. I'll share this in the notes too, I guess. So, and I'll share the experience one too in the notes. Experienceify. Tizzle, are you there? Oh, okay, no worries. I just want to get your feedback whenever you get a chance about like what could have been better about Experienceify. Like it was awesome, you got rewarded, but how could it have been better?
I mean, the Upstream ability to get currency from like you doing things, Like that's something that doesn't have. So just knowing that Upstream has that capacity to compensate people with actual currency that can be stored in the wallet for them to use later elsewhere with people who accept Ethereum, I think that's amazing. And Experientify did not have that. The thing that I do love about it though is you can literally attach and include any type of media, and it works with all age groups, and
Okay.
it's just super versatile. And as far as putting things together with the class, it makes it very community oriented because you can comment and like you can upload things too. The gaming part is the best thing. And then what they did at the end of it, they could see those of us who were like on the platform, and they acknowledged it because there's like ranking like in an actual game. So, you know, for the gamers in all of us, you're just like, yeah, like I top 3, you know what I mean? So it feeds that part of like our psyche. So I really enjoyed that.
That was me with Contra in the arcades and stuff. Contra and what's that one? Time Crisis.
I love Time Crisis.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, awesome download.
You're welcome.
Okay, cool. I mean, I feel good, guys. I'm about to go share laughter at there's a Maui Earth Day festival happening here in Maui. So I'm about to take a shower, put on the turban, Mick. I'm gonna go wrap the turban up.
Awesome.
Hey, we should plan for next time, I guess. Just go over what place shops to expect, or at least what do we think are gonna be available. But it's not a lot of people here too, so. But we probably want to go over that next week.
Yeah, maybe might be cool to like model some of that. I have some ideas. I'll have more time, when I get back to Cali. So, like I was even thinking about like ways to like incorporate like Canva, or something that we can all like play around with, and like just like a heartstorming like vision board that people can put like ideas on, visual ideas about their play shops,
Okay.
So I've done it with like so many of my students, and it works so well. Like it's more fun and interactive for us to figure it out.
Yeah, Tizzle, I agree. Padlet's a good one for that, for
Padlet?
for heartstorming. Yeah.
Never heard of this.
Just basically just a bunch of like a note space, really. Yeah.
Cool. And you can like put pictures and stuff into it as well. Oh no.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
It's so legit. And I believe they just added a plugin that connects to Google. But I haven't researched it. A student was telling me about it the other day.
I use Canva. You guys ever use Canva?
I use Canva. Yeah. I've just never used it for collaborative vision boarding.
Yeah. The thing I love about Canva is it's not as like Padlet, and a lot of these ones are kind of like stuck for like all square. You see it's very squarey. Square picture, square stuff, right? Not as easy, but like the thing with Canva is you can actually bring in bring in different shapes, but also what's kind of cool about it, like this one that I did, when Charlie and I were figuring out the divine masculine thing that we were doing, right? it has already like built in pictures that you can use, like so they have graphics in it that like you can just like literally when you bring it in, it's already kind of cut in the GIF in the PNG form, and so you can just add that stuff. It has like already a list of pictures you can like search from, and you don't have to like. Huh?
Oh, I was gonna say, I think maybe we could do like a combo where that we have like a Canva space for people to make the visuals, but then we paste them into a Padlet, so it's all just in front of our faces, in a board format afterwards.
That's cool. I dig that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. That's a good combo. Let's combine both of them.
Yeah.
Cool.
That way we can kind of just like get a lot all at once once it starts building momentum on. Yeah. And we could probably even link it onto the website too. If we just share it, all the notes,
That'd be dope. That's a good idea. Yeah. There's definitely probably got to be an embed option. Sweet. Okay, so yes, Charlie, let's do that next week. Let's really like hone in on like what place. At least we can model it. Us main people. Are you and figure that out, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just to clarify, as I'm working with the Art Education Progression Club for like the art aspect of it, I was trying to figure out or wondering if we should plan for something where it's like there's 2 hours for this, 2 hours for this, because the event is like 8 hours total. So I was wondering if it's better to make 4 different events. Maybe the first one is for like they'll be accessible for everybody, but the first one might be geared more towards like the younger kids. And then the second one is like adolescent, preteen, and then the third one is like teen, adult, and then the fourth one is like more teen adult or like maybe all adult. I don't know, but or like a collaborative one. Sorry, the fourth one I thought of was a collaboration with like everybody, like where everyone could join in, but I don't know if it's smart to break it up that way or if you want like smaller. I need a structure, because if not, I'll just go. So
even I think even with you, Tizzle, I would invite you to, rather than focusing on the big picture because that's what we're handling, right? Let go of that. Like that's not your responsibility. Like more for you, be responsible for a play shop or a couple of play shops, or maybe start with one play shop that you can facilitate, and you could bring in your art facilitators. That's your sacred space container that you make in the dome. Okay, so focus on that. Let all that other stuff. That's not you.
How much space is available?
You should go to Wisdom. Check it out. Like do a field trip.
Okay, well, thank you.
And you could say that you're a part of Cosmic Labyrinth and be like, you could be like, Rishi sent me to check it out. We're doing an event for kids here. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I gotta go down there too.
Yeah, I do. I was like, you're free. I was about to say, you're Frida. You're Frida. You guys would love it, dude. This is a cool space. It's like a cool art space to also scope out. So
yeah, right. And it's the same kind of dome that was at the other location.
This one's way bigger.
The Vortex.
Way bigger than the Vortex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna go check it out in person.
Yeah, it'll inspire you guys too, because I think you got to go in some of the other domes, see what's happening right now. So you're like, oh, like you can see like where it's awesome, but also like, oh my God, it could even be made more awesome, right? You'll see what I'm talking about. So, and for anybody watching this, like I recommend scoping it out, go to the Wisdom, or if you're like in a different place, you're not find a dome that you can go inside of anywhere. There's domes. Planetariums are domes. Like go to a planetarium, go feel it to understand why it's such a powerful, experiential, dynamic learning space. Get you excited, feel me?
I wish I could teleport there. Check it out.
You can, Charlie. What are you talking about? Come on, work on your astral, bro.
Oh, that's right. Maybe tonight.
You got 8 hours to do it. So 6 to 8 hours to do it,
It shouldn't be hard to find 4 domes.
Or you could take a nap too and do it that way.
Yeah.
You don't need that.
That's true too.
Right.
Instead of trying to get there, I'll get there in seconds.
Anything else? Do we all feel good?
One thing that I would love for us to have going on at the dome is definitely some presence and acknowledgement of the native culture here too. So I know a couple of artists, but they're like super busy, like practically impossible to get to even like sign up for gallery shows right now. But like Tongva artists, but it would be cool to have somebody who's
For the
connected to the
children,
land here.
for the kids, do it for the kids.
Yeah.
Everybody wants everybody to get vaccinated for the kids, but then when it's like about like help actually doing something for the kids, hard.
Yeah, right.
So I got a thing for that. The Jennifer from the yoga teacher, the one who has been a foster parent for like 20 something years. She also is a potential advisor for this, right? She has a nonprofit here in LA called For Land and People. And she, like, when I volunteered with her, she actually had an elder, a Tongan elder, teaching the foster kids that we were volunteering with, like, about land and like about like doing stuff with he actually had them make paintbrushes themselves. So she has the connects, like she has mad connects and people respect her. So
Nice.
that's one of the reasons I have brought her into the space, because I feel she will definitely support us with bringing the right people in to honor the space.
Nice.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
Cool.
And she'll bring a bunch of foster kids too. Like they were awesome. I mean, if I ask them to come, they'll come too, because some of them were teenagers, and they're you know how teenagers are.
Hungry for good experiences, I bet.
Oh yeah, they want to talk to me about DMT, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but like that's that they're not going to talk about that at school.
Exactly.
So anyways, yeah. All right. Awesome. All right. That was a good question. Thanks. Anything else?
I was gonna say we could add plant medicine into the teacher category.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You gotta figure out which one.
Yeah.
Can somebody fill out one of the forms for the plants? If you feel inspired, the cosmic facilitator form, feel free to add any plant medicine. Anything else? You guys feel good?
Right. Is it another form for channeled teachers as channeled through the plant, channeled through the spirit? Yeah.
Should we have a form for ascended masters?
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Be like, who would you like to call into this space?
Exactly.
We can ask for the ancestors as well too, right? Which ancestors do you guys come with?
Can you refer an ancestor, please? For 25 experience points.
If we do gamify this though, I really want it to be in, one of the things I really struggled with, is losing the art in every industry. Like the art form is where there's still like life in what you're creating. And I think there's a lot of what I call cheap tricks for gamification that makes the experience really cheapened. And I think if we, because what I loved about like working at Disney's, we were trying to be creative all the time. So everybody was still pushing the boundaries. And so it's like, you can take it a little bit, but you really have to like take it further, right? And do it for the game's sake, or do it for what we're trying to do. Because, I don't want to just put like, 10 points on this, and everything we want them to do, because then that takes away them wanting to do it by themselves.
Yeah.
So I think the reward and risk issues, like we should definitely like make that very, I don't know how we're going to do it, but something to think about when we start doing it.
Yeah. Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
There's also cool one of the cool things in like the DAO, the upstream DAO, is you can also you can submit proposals to the community.
Ooh.
And those proposals are like ideas that can generate, that people can, earn, or it could be an art project, or it can be a volunteer project, or whatever, and then the community votes on it.
Yeah.
So something to think about is more collaborative, incentivizing collaboration, ideas, like people sharing their art ideas, and wanting support for it. Cool. All right. We good, guys? Everybody's good?
We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
Okay.
All right, you guys have a great weekend, Sunday.
All right, and it's my birthday on Tuesday. My only invitation and my invitation to you guys for my birthday. The only thing I ask of all of you guys is just to say a say a prayer or meditation that this whatever we're doing here, this doesn't just happen and actuate, right? This summer SOILstice, but actually we move even closer towards creating more of these experiences on farms that are regenerative, that are all constantly creating sacredness within the community. And then these are just pop-ups that happen on these farms all across the country. Like, so just please visualize that. That's all I ask is like, it's not even about me, that it goes beyond me and all of us, that this is something 7 generations forward are beacons of regeneration and happiness and joy, and people sharing their cultures and sharing cool ways to get strong, like become warriors for peace, but also to become lovers and artists and everything too. So please visualize that. Please, support that vision.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Happy birthday,
100%.
Indy.
Happy birthday for a million years.
Crazy you're doing the SOILstice and there's like an eclipse and there's like a birthday and a new moon. Oh, I got all things going on here.
Yes, the eclipse. Whew.
So
yeah,
I'm feeling it.
It's just like,
It's like, it's my birthday too. What's going on here? Wow. So time to transmute, guys. This is game time. Mick, Ilya, Charlie, we understand something has been really wrong and it's not going to fix itself.
Yeah.
So we're here to bring the love, to bring the innovation.
Yes, let's do this. Go team.
the laughtivation.
Laughtivation. I'm gonna use that today. I'm gonna use that today, Mick. Thank you.
Awesome. Yes, use it. Okay.
Time for a cosmic laughtivation.
Yeah, love it.
You want an intervention? No, we're gonna do a laughtervention.
Exactly.
yes, I co-sign this.
I love you guys so much. Be well. Have a great Sunday. Give my love to all you guys. Please.
Bye.
Bye.
Next week.